the president of Safa, Danny Jordan.
Safa. Since 2004, 2006, there's been stories, and a lot of FIFA people in FIFA actually have gone under the bus because of it, including Mr. Black. So why is he still here?
Exactly.
Yeah. And he's a club owner,
Like
the chairman of
football is dead. Like even the rivalries. Like how are you gifting a rival club owner $2 million publicly?
Yeah, I mean you
Like we know you guys drink together. It's fine.
So David Coote, it's a Premier League referee, whose videos surfaced recently.
He's against Liverpool. Or you're against Klopp, rather.
So
he all of them.
All of them. So basically, he was caught on video saying some inappropriate stuff about Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp specifically.
Yeah.
He called him the C word.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's.
He called Jurgen Klopp the C word. He said all of the lot are also C's, and then he said except James Milne.
Because they're part of it.
Part of the cabal. Michael Oliver, all of those.
Did you hear Karen Neville saying anything about it?
Nah,
Johnny Carragher, anything? Because they're part of Sky Sports, and Sky Sports is
together and have a beer.
If it was someone else, they would have went live on Instagram. They would have heard. You would have known their opinion. Do you know what their stance is currently on this? Because the semi-automated just draw the line at the end.
Oh, Real Madrid can a guy.
Because we know Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti, after the end of the game when they won phone, he said, "Yeah, I think now we found the formula. So now we saw the formula. What the formula is to rob Barcelona."
In terms of best players in the league,
who's your best players in the league before go?
Relem Fouquet.
2.
Ribeiro. The 3, probably Maswangai for me.
Okay.
Obvious boy. He has to go watch
but
them.
me, I would take Ten Hag and ask now, boy. This is
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
The question is they still even a home, Marana? It's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. Full-time footy, the Red Devils and the Jesus followers and the Buccaneer.
The Jesus followers back again in full effect today, boy.
The Gunners of London.
The Gunners.
The Gunners of London.
Phase 5. On full. What is it? Phase 5.
9 points behind the.
Escoti. Phase 5. Escoti.
Mob Justice Football. But yeah, no, it's match day, full-time footy. The Red Devils, we are here. Mshefi on the far left. Debs are on my left. Shout out to Mr. Yours truly. Shout out to the bench warmers. Yeah, road to 1,000. We're still in there. So yeah, but I think let's just start at home, gentlemen. But before I go there, Mshefi, how are we doing, bro? Personally and professionally. Jay, what's happening, bro?
I'm good, Mvan. I'm good. I think personally I'm good. It's always a blessing to be alive in this current.
Why did we sing man? Yes, a blessing to be alive.
No, but it's very important to to mention that most of the time. But I'm good. Professionally, I'm also good. Football-wise, I'm also good, except for the other team there that I don't recognize anymore, but I'm wearing the shirt today. I just, but I'm good to be back in the studio. Shout out to yours truly, but hey, we need to address him. He's always not here.
He's waiting for Chelsea to come back on the job.
He's waiting for a payout.
Then he's busy sending us talk about Chelsea goalkeepers.
That time he's not even here to talk about the Chelsea goalkeepers. But I know it's good to be back. Good to see the boys back. Looking forward to the show. Shout out to the bench warmers. Please subscribe, man. Road to 1,000k subscribers is in full effect.
Going there.
Getting there before
1,000k. Cho.
Huh?
That's 1 million. Boy.
Yeah, eventually.
We're on the road.
What did I say?
1,000k.
But
glitching
it's
like
1K,
Mikel
1,000,
Arteta,
that's the
boy.
immediate one, but 1,000K is the
You know-
goal. Eventually. So eventually.
No, shout out. I see the vision.
What's
You see the
I see the
vision.
vision. I
You see the vision, boy. But I shout out to the boys. Yeah, we are here.
Yeah.
Uncle.
Debs, what's happening, bro? Amorim is in. Are you in?
Nah, bruh. We back. No front three today. Back three.
Back three.
It's a back three, boy.
Rubedi.
We're pushing.
Rubedi.
So who's delete? Yeah, who's
I'm Lenny Euro.
Nah,
Please.
but actually, it shows because you haven't played yet, but it's fine. And then Shuffle, I can't call him delay because he's not having any lights. Just give me the lights. You can see, man. I'm saying, like, it's so sad to see you, man. Even though you're wearing a yellow shirt, but there's no sunshine, no light
light.
in his.
Dull, even
Like it's dull
yeah,
boy,
it's
for
very
you,
dull.
boy.
You have no hope, bro.
Nix. Nah, not to
And that's how you look.
You know?
Respectfully. But
You,
that's
you
how-
don't even you see he's even wrapping the two cards that have been shown to his players the most, yellow and red, boy.
It's consistent,
He's a
those
picture of
colors.
still discipline, this man. Walking red
Oh,
flag.
it's fine. It's fine. Ah,
At least our players don't have red cards. They wear red shirts though. But nah, I'm doing good. I'm hyped. Haven't been to the port in a while.
Yeah.
Like Shuffle said, we're grateful for life. I'm grateful to do this every day. I actually realize this is therapy, man.
It's too much, boy.
Otherwise, you end up taking out your stress where you're not supposed to take it.
Yeah, but
So-
I mean, I haven't had much stress. Shout out to Ruud van Nistelrooy. He's done the things.
Shout out to Van Nistelrooy, but
yeah.
farewell to him. Job
Farewell
well
to him. 4 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses for Man City. What more can you ask for?
I mean,
man?
it's been a it's been a
Greatest
great time
ride
for
on
football,
Ruud
man.
is
You know.
useful. So yeah.
It's a great time for football.
But
I'm
still,
happy.
and the cherry on top is still no one cares about Man City. So
Like,
I mean, so
Pep is
over-
leaving, so
You know, everyone is happy.
115 charges coming. Haaland going to Barcelona. I mean,
you
it's
okay,
happening.
sure.
Rodri, okay.
How are you doing,
but
bro?
gentlemen, I think let's start at home. Here at home, big news. There we have to.
How
start
are you
there.
doing? Before we go to the
Bro,
news,
other than
I
the
know,
team-
sorry, I jumped the gun, but
Other
yeah.
than the team that I'm wearing currently, Amakosi, I think I'm good. But also with Kaizer Chiefs, I know it's a process. I am not. I know how football works, and that's why I was saying the same thing. You need to give the coach time. But if you get good results as fans, we are most likely to go over the top and say, yeah, we are seeing cars following us. We're in danger. No, Kaizer Chiefs fans are not in danger. We are not in danger at all. Let
But shout
Nabi
out to
cook.
Papa Wow. Papa Wow is, Papa Wow, Papa Wow is the one, boy. Like, out of all the kinds of Chiefs fans, he's the only one I tolerate, boy. That guy is incredible, boy. Like, Papa Wow is the goat, boy.
when your rivals appreciate you, just know there's too many
Yeah,
people.
Papa
there's
is the
something
goat,
that
boy.
you're not doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think let's cut to the chase. We'll go to Kaizer Chiefs if there's still time.
Yeah.
And the PSL or NSL, whatever it's being called now. But yeah, the president of Safa, Danny Jordan.
Safa.
Ufile. Ufile.
What's your take, Jente? What's your take?
Maravele, I mean, ish, bruh. Kind of what do they call this when a case is still in
Pending.
court?
Hey, I'm not a lawyer. I don't do witchcrafts.
Ish, Aulo, you boy.
I don't know. Subjudicate.
Yeah, it's subjudicate or something.
Oh,
like
subjudicate.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Sub-
But
subjudicate.
I mean, we are not the lawyers, and we are not going to go into why. But I just want to get your view, gentlemen. What's your feeling around it?
I think, bruh, for me, like football in general, I think I'll value Coote, boy. Because this thing, boy, we are running it in Ngati's Paza shop, boy.
Oh, you see, this Paza must close now.
I think this Paza must close.
Yep.
And we must start taking it seriously.
Okay.
You know, like Ivan Koza just got elected again as the chairman, uncontested.
Uncontested. I don't know how that works, but it's uncontested.
You know, and it's like it's a boys' club. You know, Pgmol, everything about football, like FIFA, Pgmol, everything. It's like it's just a boys' club.
But I don't see anything wrong with the boys' club if it's run correctly. If it's being run.
But there's no boys' club in history that has ever been run correctly.
Yeah, true.
There's none.
Are you saying it's a close
it's a close knit family, and that's why they don't even challenge each other. They just say, "Abagene boy, it's your child. We'll be there."
Yeah, for the fact that he was re-elected and uncontested, it's also problematic.
That's what I'm saying.
It just shows the state of our football as a country. You know, it's just shit, man. Also, you see. For me, I'm happy that guy is going to court, is going to jail, because I've been saying this. I've been saying this.
Too far. Court, yes.
No, but he's going to jail though.
Even 1 day is fine. Even 1 day. Even 1 day is enough. but there's been serious allegations ever since the FIFA documentary came out.
Yeah.
There's been serious allegations for that. So since 2004, 2006, there's been stories, and a lot of people in FIFA actually have gone under the bus because of that, including Mr. Blood. So why is he still here?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think a year ago, there were protests when there were the elections. Again, I think there were protests from some South African fans who say, no, this can't happen.
I think I was the biggest one. Was protesting.
There were protests from inside to say that things cannot go on like this.
Yeah.
Boy, that guy has been there since, it's been how many years now? More than 20 years.
Yeah, it's probably 20 now.
It's probably 20 now. Actually, if someone who was born in 2004 is 24 this year, ne?
Yeah.
So that guy probably was...
2004 is 20.
20.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 2000 is 24. Wasn't he elected somewhere in 2004?
He got us the World Cup.
I don't know, bro, but ever since I started...
He was part of the bid for the World Cup.
Watching football,
imagine if it's 2004, we're in grade 1 by then. You were in
Please.
Don't reveal my age.
What's happening here? I was where?
You're in the womb.
But I'm the real.
You know? So
you see, you must go to jail, right? On the monopoly, go to jail.
but that just shows you how problematic it is. It's been that long that this guy has been there, and in those 20 years or 20-something years, what has he done?
I was about to actually go there.
What has he done?
Right?
We've been in the decline, man.
He's declined our football. He's declined our structures. Because if you remember when we used to have Abumvela, till this day, the development of young talent in South Africa is powerful.
Where is School of Excellence now?
You know, where we take people... I mean, I don't see any of our current players going to play overseas.
Also,
and if you think 2010, we had Abutulani Serrero.
And those players were just there.
Like, they were just there in abundance.
Bro, how do you sell a 99-year-old club, Bidvest Vest, and then vanishes in... I'm not saying he's the one who sold it, but you are the ones who allow all these transactions. Teams are buying statuses, Bidvest Vets, with 99 years.
But I leave Bidvest Vets. Bloemfontein Celtic.
These things,
like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a share on those purchases.
Definitely.
He definitely gets a share. You can't allow things like this to happen if you're not benefiting from it.
Definitely.
If you know Ivan Koza, he's also the culprit on this thing. He's allowing all of this nonsense to happen.
It's a boys' club. Some other
That's
teams...
why I'm saying it's a boys' club.
It's
and for
nonsense,
me,
boy.
That's... And I think this transaction is quite small, gents. I think it was probably a mishap or something.
But which one? The 1.3?
The 1.3 is small.
It's just a drop. Because,
I mean, if you think of
0.3 million.
Actually, if you think of how many sponsors who are putting big money at all levels of football. Because football, let's be honest, is as much as we'd like rugby, we'd like to say you're a national sport, but guys, football is a national treasure.
Siyaxolisa.
We'll apologize when the World Cup is close.
And just look at the number of sponsors that we've had as Bafana Bafana.
That's what I'm saying.
It's how can you, dog? How can you have so many sponsors in such a short period of time? As one president,
it doesn't make
it's problematic.
But also, just on the sponsors, gentlemen, I know I'm aware that there was when the previous sponsor of the league was going, there was bids for another sponsor to take over, but they said you cannot broadcast our league and also be the official sponsor of the league. But then they gave it to DSTV and MultiChoice. Cape Town City, they had an FNB state sponsorship. Then they said no, it's conflict of interest. We can't have an FNB sponsorship in a Vodacom league, something like that. So it seems like there is a selection in terms of which sponsors get the cut in the PSL.
But bro, you all know that's football. Like Sky Sports has exclusive rights.
But it must be transparent. It must be transparent.
It never is, because like that's the thing. That's why I don't like this whole boys club thing, honestly, and people just doing as they like. I mean, till this day, the FIFA World Cup, there's people who have specific rights to the FIFA World Cup. Like that thing is probably the biggest sporting event in the world, and there's just someone who's eating from the 1950s.
And there's just someone who's awarding Inter Miami a sport to the Club World Cup just because it feels like.
You understand?
Yeah.
What nonsense is that now?
I mean, I love Lionel Messi, but that's like, it's not fair, bro.
It's not
and
fair.
There's someone who hates democracy, like Perez, because his players are not winning.
Imagine
like the Ballon d'Or.
And there's someone like Tebas, who is a president of La Liga, but still is exclusively Real Madrid, and he makes it known that he's a Madrid fan, but he's a president of La Liga. How is it possible?
Boy, it's just the state of our world right now, dog. You see, what's happening in football is literally what's happening in the
only money matters, bro.
Yeah, only money matters. Nothing else is of value except money, boy.
I also saw recently, bro, talking about Ivan Koza. He gifted
Bobby.
2 million for just happy belated, Jim. Just happy belated.
That's the kind of long money I want in life, boy. Imagine just gifting someone 2 million just like that.
James, this be
But I saw going back to those elections. I saw the
is he still the chairman of Orlando Pirates?
He is.
I stayed. Football is dead, James. I don't wanna
he's a club owner.
Like
the chairman of
football is dead. Like even the rivalries. Like how are you gifting a rival club owner 2 million publicly?
Yeah, I mean, you can.
We know you guys drink together. It's fine. But in other fans, we are fighting. And it's the same thing. And I don't want to get into politics, but it's the same thing we always say about politics. We fight now on the ground, we are killing each other, finishing each other.
The big dogs
dogs sit there in parliament and drink coffee together.
But what I saw interesting, when you look at that list, the executive of the PSL, right? So they axed the chairman of Cape Town City.
I know. They down. They're not happy. They're not happy. Oh.
I was like, these are some proper complaints, boy.
They need to be. Everything needs to be alive, bro.
They don't care about Rama. Rama, I see food there, Rama. We're not about being battering up things.
No, but I think they should prosecute him, man. That guy should be sent to jail for all the money that is
Do you think they'll uncover more?
Definitely.
But no.
They have to. We need to know where the money has gone to.
Long money just gifted someone 2 million. We are chasing someone for 1.3 million.
Now, but I think in terms of the prosecution and everything, that's like the law to deal with it. I'm just hopeful that we'll see the better of South African football.
Yeah.
But also, why hasn't Safa yet suspended him?
Exactly. That's a
Because
good
the
question.
president is supposed to. He's not there. So who is going to suspend him?
That's a good question.
You have a whole structure that's supposed to suspend him.
Yeah. That's a very
And-
good
yeah,
question.
Investigation.
Yeah.
And actually, they've known for some time that they're investigating him.
But yeah, it's a boys' club, as you say, bro. It's a boys' club.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like I can't suspend Max. Actually, you must suspend Sponga from the podcast.
Mr. Yes, truly, you've been suspended with immediate effect.
Investigation.
Please do not come back to the point up until Cole Palmer scores a hat trick.
Sure, that's a. But also we must also apologize to the bench warmers. We haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. But work is dealing. We can't do anything.
Yeah, but there's no excuse, bro. You can try to make excuses there and there, but you just need to make time for some of the stuff.
Yeah,
Either way, whether you are doing.
But no, producer, you are the one who started it when you said you don't feel well, like recording.
What do you mean?
Eh?
Bro? What do you mean?
The first week we didn't record. You remember you sent a message. It's like, hey, James, I'm not feeling.
No,
I'm still recovering from the weekend.
No, it was 10 hours. It was just 10 hours. So. Nah, it was 10 hours. It was still, of course, when we come here, we need to be neutral.
You must remember, boy, Tenak was Max's lover, dog. So you must understand when. Pause.
Hey,
Big
big pause.
When he left something, he left with something.
So he left with something. So you need to understand that he needed to heal properly.
Yeah.
And prepare for the new relationship he's about to form
With Ruben.
No, but let's leave the relationship with Ruben. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Because it seems you got another 10 hug in another format. Because he's busy giving out 10 hugs. But to the players. Every day, he's hugging players. That's all I see on social media.
What do you mean? For he's only been there 2 days. Bro.
Yeah, but he hugs people, bruh. He's a hugger.
As long as he wins, bro. I don't care whether he's a hug
but
or
we'll
hug,
get to
it
him.
doesn't matter.
I think, bruh, like, for me, Mara, you see the legend for the week.
Who's that?
Oh, that ref.
David Coote.
David Coote.
Yeah, we need to talk about David Coote, gentlemen. Did you see the video?
I saw the video, boy.
And what do you think?
I think
Just give context to people who don't know who David.
so.
Coote
David
is
Coote,
before.
it's a Premier League referee, whose videos surfaced
Who
recently.
is against Liverpool?
Who's
Or you're against Klopp, rather.
So
he all of the Liverpool.
all of them, all of them. So
but-
basically,
Pamela.
he was caught on video saying some inappropriate stuff about Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp specifically.
Yeah.
He called him the C word.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's
He called Jurgen Klopp the C word. He said all of the lot are also C's, and then he said except James Milner.
did he say except just
Yeah, he
That's
said
what he
James,
thought
he
Milner
said
is a
James
good bloke.
Milner is a good man.
really?
Yeah. I don't know the context behind
Yeah,
behind
he
it,
said all of them.
but Milner is the one that he excluded to
Yeah.
say I get along with
It was
Milner.
James Milner.
Yeah.
But this video mustn't see the light of
Oh,
day.
and then he posted another one saying
This
the
video.
the video mustn't see the light of day.
Nah, but for the fact that something like that can be out in the public, and I mean they haven't fired him, it's more problematic.
But
You
they've suspended him.
It's yeah, you can suspend someone, but there's evidence, dog. So normally when you suspend someone, it's when you don't know the facts. You're still trying to investigate and see if if this person is guilty.
But I think
But you're a Premier League referee. You're supposed to not have an opinion on any team in the
yeah,
Premier
but
League.
that's not
do you think
practical.
it's practical?
No, it's like it's your job not to have an opinion because it's your job not to be biased in any way.
You know what it's like?
So now-
it's like that normal thing of you're not supposed to discuss politics at work or
Do
be
people-
politically affiliated.
Yeah, you mustn't discuss your salary with
Those things.
Dude,
And people end up doing it.
We
No,
are doing
true,
it.
True, but then you're not supposed to do it.
I think,
But
I
you
think,
do it.
You know,
So now it's problematic because there's evidence that
yeah, and when it's in a public platform,
Exactly.
Can I please ask a question? So, without that video, don't you think Premier League or just referees in general they don't have preference? Because
No, they do.
Don't you think commentators have preference?
No, they do.
So the way that I am seeing it is that it just what's wrong for me is that you are on video and you are making that and hoping that it doesn't come out.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
he basically brought the profession into disrepute.
Yes.
That's
Exactly. So you must
no,
you must be punished for
but
that.
the punishment isn't.
But
hey,
you still-
bruh.
but you still need to go through the rules.
You still need to go through the
Through the rules.
investigation.
Like, what did you say that you're not supposed to say? For example, if Mike Dean says, I'm paraphrasing, I'm not from England, so I'm just going to make a cynical example. If Mike Dean says, yeah, me, I'm from Manchester, so yeah, I love Manchester clubs. Just in general, would you expect? And that makes a video. Would you expect him to be fired because he said that?
No,
Yeah.
but a lot of these guys, right? I think that one is not a problem.
Yeah,
A lot
but
of
it's the
these
way
guys-
No, it
that
is a
you use
problem.
and the
You know why
specifics.
it's not?
No, it is a
You
problem.
know why it's not, right? The only thing I think we need to be honest about it. It's a conflict of interest. Even
Exactly.
anywhere you work, you need to declare I'm a conflict of interest. So all it means is if you say that, then it means you can't be anywhere near Manchester game.
So wait.
Or you can't be anywhere near a game that might boost.
That's what
Manchester.
that's exactly why I'm
Right?
saying it's problematic.
So he can't be in any game close to Liverpool after this.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
And
even
that
more
means
problematic.
he needs to leave the Premier League.
He can't
That's
be a
exactly-
referee. He
that's
can't be a
exactly-
referee.
In the
Definitely.
Premier League.
Exactly.
But it will be unfair for us to think that these guys are not attached to
They
some sort
are.
of a Premier League
No,
team,
no,
one way or another. What's
Boy.
wrong is you bringing the profession
Exactly.
into disrespect.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
even then, I don't think they can just say, "Hey, you said you are from Manchester, you're fine." They still
So-
need to
so-
conduct a proper investigation.
What are they investigating? That's my
No,
point.
they're
For
not
me, it's the,
no,
for me, it's the
no, I
language,
think-
the
no.
language, and the direct. Because you are
That's what I'm
directing
saying.
it
No,
to-
for me,
the language,
I
you
don't
should be
think-
fired for the language. That's the first thing.
It must be investigated first.
So why do you? So it's you know why I'm saying this, right? You are caught on camera. It's like someone saying that the K word, white guy saying a K word
Yeah.
to someone else. What are you investigating? The evidence is there for everyone to see.
Yeah,
No,
but
so
just
but
you can't
I
find
think-
you can't
I
find
think-
someone
I think
on the
they're not-
spot.
they're
Why
not-
not?
They're not. I think they're not investigating whether he's guilty.
What are they investigating?
I don't think that.
Because you need to you also
remember-
need to
remember-
have some punishment to say,
Yeah,
for example,
remember
if-
now it's about more the punishment.
yeah, to say if you, for example, sorry to cut you off, bro. So if you're saying you are from Manchester, but you don't offend anyone personally and you don't use insults, I'm making an example.
Yeah.
Maybe we will ban you from the Premier League and then we'll ban you for 2 years and you go to the lower division. But if it's more hectic than that, we'll just ban you professionally altogether. So I think that's the process that they're following.
So I think for them, so the him saying the C word, very guilty, gone,
Standard.
gone.
Also
But
now they're investigating the
Because you
punishment.
can't just say you're fired and also we need to say,
now they need to say, where has this guy shown this kind of
Yeah,
behavior?
you violated
and
this rule and this
bias?
rule and this is the
then you
punishment.
start seeing the rules he's violated. And then, because you might find, for us, valid sensitive, it's clear cut. We are fans.
Yeah.
You know, but he has a code of conduct and we don't know what it says. So they need to go look at the code of conduct and say,
okay, this
"Chief,
one you broke it
violated
and this is
this one and the sentence for this rule
is this.
is this." So I think at best he'll get a demotion to championship maybe.
But,
No, he
but at least
he shouldn't.
suspension.
He shouldn't referee any Premier League match again.
But
So they
then
must- and actually I think I partly agree with Shuffle, right? When it comes to players, especially black players, let's be honest.
Yeah.
They're very hard on them.
Big time.
But like
Big
Ivan
time.
Toney was caught gambling.
Imagine.
They said 1 year of not playing football,
Imagine.
Chief.
Bad-handed, red-handed.
Paul Pogba.
Dog.
They found him and he's actually come to clarify.
You know?
He wasn't doping intentionally.
Yeah.
Actually, you see the Paul Pogba case is a clear-cut case of why we need to investigate.
Yeah. Because they can just say...
Because they can say you are doping because they tested it. It's there in black and white.
That's exactly why I'm saying he must be fired.
No.
But why didn't they investigate on Pogba's
No,
case?
they did. But imagine if they said, Pogba, we found you with an unwanted substance in sport. You will never play football again.
But I get shuffled. That's it feels like that's what they did.
That's what
because
they did.
Remember they gave him a long sentence.
Exactly.
Until evidence came up where he justified it.
But maybe it's coming with...
wasn't doping intentionally.
But maybe it's coming with him as well. Maybe
It's
coming
not.
because it's suspended. It's not working now. They've suspended him also in the UEFA Nations matches.
but I'm saying the judgment is always harsh on other players.
Exactly.
On other people.
And black players specifically.
Okay, that I can support.
You know?
That I can support. But remember, this news came out 2 days ago and they suspended him. I think.
Nah, but okay.
So you expect them to say,
this way.
you're done.
Let me explain it this way. Let me explain it this way.
Yeah, bro.
If it was probably someone else who said that to him as a ref, and a black player on top of that, they'll tell him you're never going to play football in England ever again.
Ever.
That's
Maybe
what they tell him.
What I'm saying is maybe still coming.
No, it's
premature.
It won't. Nah, it won't. I'm telling you.
But talking about Premier League referees, gentlemen, I don't know if you saw...
Also, I don't know why they say he put the profession into disrepute.
Because
for me, it's already there.
It's already in the mud, bro.
Like, there's no profession.
Already.
It's just a boys'
They
club.
make blunders and blunders. And the thing is, what I'm saying, which I can partly agree with you to say, it seems like they are delaying or they are a bit protective when it should be obvious. Because every day we're seeing instances where there's just unjust decisions done and there's just not enough noise made by the media, maybe because they're part of it.
They're part of the cabal. Michael Oliver, all of those.
Did you hear Karen Neville saying anything about it?
Nah,
Johnny Carragher, anything? Because they're part of Sky Sports and Sky Sports
is together and have a beer.
If it was someone else, they would have went live on Instagram. They would have heard. You would have known their opinion. Do you know what their stance is currently on this? You don't know.
Take Thomas Tuchel as appointment for example.
Yeah.
He was appointed. Now, 30 minutes later,
there were videos.
Carragher was cooking.
They cook.
You see,
and
this is the biggest incident in football.
It's the biggest incident.
They've not said anything because Sky Sports used to scan first to say, "Can you say this? Can you say this? Can you say this? Maybe you can't say this."
Actually, I think he should have been fired on the spot. You know why? Because of the second video.
Yeah,
he knew he was saying
he wasn't
something
making
that wasn't supposed to be
definitely,
said.
bro. Definitely.
It's not a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
So he knew, he was conscious of and whatever investigation they come up with is gonna try to hide the fact that and say maybe he was drunk or whatever. But he knew he was not supposed to say that.
Yeah, and also what's also funny is that now I'm seeing videos of people bringing back videos where Liverpool were done unjustly by him, and I'm thinking, bro, if it could have been any referee against any other team, I'll go and find a match where that ref when something happened.
I wish someone could expose Michael Oliver.
No, he's coming.
No,
he's coming.
Mike Dean.
All of them. Mike Dean is coming.
Talking about that thing.
It's
I don't know
coming,
if anyone has seen this video, and I didn't want to talk about it when Tenor got fired because, as I said, even if it was not for that unjust penalty at the end of that West Ham game. Yeah. In any case, he was walking on thin ice. But that penalty at the end of the West Ham game, it was the worst penalty
I've ever seen.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the
VAR thing?
The voice.
What did they say? I don't know.
I'll share the video as well. But I'm not sure who the referees were now. On the VAR, they are saying, because remember how that penalty happened. It happened. Then the ref on the field let it play, and then VAR called him over to have a look, and then he's asking the ref on the field. He's asking if was the contact between Danny Ings and De Ligt, saying yes, and then they're asking if was Danny Ings in possession or in control of the ball at any point, and he says the VAR says no, and he says it's a penalty. And I think it's the same thing with the I think it was Liverpool and Spurs, where they said it was offside and was not offside, and everyone could see that it was not offside, and even the VAR they're saying it's not offside, but at the end of the day say it's offside. It's all these things that just don't make sense, and I tend to agree with you that they are protecting it because it's not like it brought the whole profession into disrepute. It's already in shambles.
Yeah.
Boy.
No one believes in that thing. Also, going into, I don't know if you saw the Barcelona versus Real Sociedad game, the recent one, where Real Sociedad won.
No, I didn't watch that.
I was watching that game. Fair goal. And then that's even worse because I was thinking, yeah, Real Madrid and Tebas will never rob Barcelona now because of that semi-automated. You don't have to throw lines and stuff.
Yeah.
But because the semi-automated just throw the line at the end.
Oh, Real Madrid can a guy Real Sociedad.
Because we know Real Madrid.
Carlo on the refs.
Carlo Ancelotti,
The mafia.
Carlo Ancelotti, after the end of the game when they won for, he said, "Yeah, I think now we found the formula. So now we saw the formula. What the formula is to rob Barcelona." I mean, that thing is supposed to be at the end of the red line, or the line is supposed to cut where the last man is, or the Barcelona player is, the opposition, to say this is the part that's offside. They use, I'll also share this thing. They use, it's like using the
Are you
boot
sure it was
of the defender to say the boot is offside, but you are not using Lewandowski's boot. You are using the boot of the defender to say this offside. Does that make sense?
It's.
If you see that thing, there's no way that thing is
Are
offside.
you sure it's the formula or it's formula?
It's definitely
It's
for Thomas.
formula.
It's for Mula, bro.
It's formula.
But it's all this.
They must fire him. You see, the problem if they don't fire him, right? It's gonna send out a message to society that you can say whatever you want, and there's not gonna be consequences. For me, it's this guy is a public figure, right? And this thing was posted on social media, which is now part of society. So if Pgmol don't fire him, what it says is that people can say whatever they like in public, and nothing's gonna happen to them. And that's problematic.
What you say is you are compromising the integrity of the sport. That's just it.
But it's gone.
No, but I'm just saying for you to
Like there's no.
but for you to have the conviction to say it even on camera,
Yeah.
it just means you've always been doing it, just that you were not saying it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think we must. You know, Bati, people get more angry when things come to light.
Yeah.
Right? Than when they're in the background. That's why I'm like, we are fighting now over 1.3 million that came out in the public. But we know. Like, we know these things are happening.
Even now, you know a ref that's always a case.
Yeah, we know there's refs that support Man City.
We know this ref that supports
Parents.
Parents, you know, like, why are we acting surprised? The integrity is gone.
It's already gone, bro. It's already gone.
Like, it's charged, and let's just live with it. And yeah, probably, I think what's right is to set a precedent of saying if you do this in public or outright.
No,
then-
if we find
then
out.
we deal with you.
If you find out.
Yeah, if we find out and there's sufficient proof,
Yeah,
then
but
we deal with you.
The game is gone.
The game,
Because all these questionable decisions, now you can see that it's not like you're crazy when you're saying this thing is questionable. Barely.
Yeah.
Whether for one reason or the other, the refs are not neutral. And they've shown
Yeah,
it.
and actually it gives more guidance to say why now every time when a VAR says, "Nah, I think it's your decision to make."
Because they're thinking
Michael."
which side are you on?
because they know it's you are gonna make a certain decision.
Yeah, they
so
have to give
they'd
you-
rather
they-
just
yeah.
exonerate themselves and then leave it to you. That's why they can't call you out and say, "Chief, no, that thing is a penalty." Now you know.
Yeah, they just
That's
say
not what they're saying.
Yeah, they saying
They say no.
this how we see it, but make a decision.
Lay Jacob, this one is yours. We know what's right,
I say, okay.
but this one is yours, boy. Cook. Like we can't be operating like that. Coote.
Yeah,
But nah,
but
man.
yeah,
football
But
is
the
fun enough,
Lewandowski one, boy.
Did you see it though?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, okay. Please, before you make a comment, just go and say it. Because what I'm saying there, you'll see it. It's like the player was making you onside. They're assuming it's not even an assumption because you saw it. They're using the opposition's, the defender's boot to cut the line to say his boot is offside, but it's not Lewandowski's boot, and everyone can see. And they even draw a line, and there's no explanation at all. And it's not the first time. Last year in the Clasico, the ball clearly was over the line.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
We used to it with Real Madrid. The other season during lockdown, when Real Madrid were getting penalties game after game, we saw that thing. But with everything that's happening now with the referees, which it just shows that they are not neutral and they have an agenda, some of the referees. So I'm not surprised. But please go and look at that Lewandowski one.
I mean, Real Madrid is like Man City, man. It's
Definitely.
They are paying the referees. It's like Sundowns, you know. We know this thing is.
He gifted 2 million. Now, guys, I'm telling you, like, don't do it. Not in food, but we know it's happening. Like, you know how I know this is happening. Like, our Gary Neville and all of these pundits always speak about how they go to pubs with these guys and they find the refs, they find the players, they find everyone. Yeah. It's like, you know, there's these exclusive clubs and pubs. Actually, Gary Neville and them own one. You know, so obviously these guys come to these sports bars, everything. They talk about football. Tina, as fans, we have massive animosity. We fight each other. I told you, this thing is all a scam. You know, today we are busy fighting,
and we're even fighting physically.
We fight physically, and you find people bleeding. People have died over the sport, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But then,
now they think they can just go drink, and the most finishes off the pitch.
Yeah, but I think when your soul is gone, bro, when you cannot say what you want to say because someone is funding you and you need to toe the line, and you have no choice because you
actually even Goldbridge. I was telling him, I think Goldbridge is funded.
It's probably because you can't be the biggest. Yeah, you can't be, because you also need to build a certain relationship with the. As much as you want to say Højlund is not good enough, but because you are that close to Højlund or his agents, you won't say what you would have said about Zex. I'm just making an example.
He's probably funded by Man United, because if you listen to his content, he's always the manager in. He doesn't criticize the players. He doesn't criticize the manager. He does criticize the manager, but to a certain extent, he doesn't want him out. And he always is against City. So if you combine all of these three things, obviously he's a Man United fan.
Or just a pure United fan.
You know, he's a pure United fan. But I mean, you can't be going for City and Liverpool all the time, and you're praising Arsenal. You know, all of these things. It's weird. If you're a proper Man United fan, how can you praise Arsenal? Arsenal are your biggest rivals. You're not supposed to be praising them.
But you know, it's reverse psychology.
I also think that's what I'm saying.
Arsenal's part is reverse psychology.
He's praising just like how you were praising Ten Hag. But I also think it can also be misunderstood, because at the end of the day, you are still human. You can still have your own opinion. I mean, I was Ten Hag in all the way here, but if I had the biggest channel,
I think, boy, when you're just being delusional. I think Man United fans are we just have serious problems.
We are delusional. I know.
You heard what I said about Amorim. Now, and like you heard what I said about Amorim last time we recorded.
Yeah.
Now he's there. I have to back the manager. He's the new boss.
And you have to, bro.
I have to. Unfortunately, he was forced on me, Mara Ineos. But no, you must fund us. Not we want to be funded. And censored.
Can you censor us? We're talking about shit. Is anyone who's willing to censor us?
We need more.
1.3 M, we just need a 1.3.
Yeah, we just need like a 1.3, and then we are reaching 1,000K. We are gone.
Good.
We get there.
But Amorim has arrived, bro.
Amorim has arrived.
Apparently, his flight is the most tracked flight.
11,000. It was 11 million. No,
yeah, from Portugal to UK. It was tracked. It was the most tracked flight, boy.
Why?
You know you can track a flight.
You can track
why?
We were waiting for him.
Something shouldn't happen.
Nothing must happen to him.
He's on his way.
He's a savior.
Yeah, the savior is on his way.
I saw a picture where Ten Hag beat Real Madrid 4-1 in the Champions League, and the players.
They lift him up. And Amorim. Amorim beats
And then someone is like, Man United fans, prepare for round 2.
Now, but to be saying this guy, for me, Amorim, I like him as a coach. And I wouldn't
How
say
long have you liked him for, boy?
I've liked him as long as I've seen him, which is like 2 months ago.
No, but he's fair. He's giving a fair answer.
I wasn't watching sports, and even the 2 games, because the 2 games that I watched, where I wanted to just watch how he plays, it's the game against City definitely, and the game against Braga when they came from 2-0 to 4-2 down. But that doesn't define how a coach is going to be.
Yeah.
And I'm still saying, Amorim is a BTEC Ten Hag when Ten Hag came.
Yeah.
It's just that with fans, and I also love this phase in terms of it's a very difficult phase when the manager is skating on thin ice and you need to fire him because some want him in, some want them out. But once you replace the manager, everyone is almost on a new track, and you know that for the next, I'll say 2 months, he's on his clean slate, really, really clean slate. That's where you can feel the energy coming together in the club. Mistakes are not that focused on. So that's the period that I like. It's the honeymoon period.
Yeah.
If you see when Ten Hag was going through his first rough patch, who was getting the backing? It was the Spurs manager, Postecoglou. But now, as United, we're out of that spotlight now. We need to see Amorim. So we'll be out of that conversation, I will say, for 6 months at least. Who is on the spotlight now? Postecoglou now, his honeymoon is over. They are critiquing him for the results and the performance. And I think that's when you need to back the manager. During that time.
Yeah.
The next 6 months, even if you don't back the manager, there's no one who's going to be putting pressure on him.
Who bought you, boy? When you're bored.
No, I'm just saying how it is in football, bro.
Proper, boy.
I'm just saying how it is, bro, in football.
No, but it's a proper analysis.
Boy.
No,
like,
I think
you know what? What's the problem?
No, he's what he's doing. He's giving an analysis of how football fans are.
No.
In general.
No, it's how we are forced to be.
No,
let me explain why I say that. Right, dog. We are not diplomats. Football is not for diplomats and politicians.
Yeah.
You don't, in election time, say screw that guy, and then after he's elected, you say His Excellency the President.
Okay, so can
I'm not gonna change my stance that I think he's the wrong guy.
Can I pick?
Yeah. Until it's proven himself.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that at least you still have that thing to say until he has proved, because that's the differentiating factor between the supporters, to say what is going to be your cutoff point once he has signed his players and it doesn't work, or once he has signed his players and after one season he still needs to add and he still needs to get rid.
So
right now,
I'd like to say now, it's not about the manager. Quite frankly, I don't care. All I care is about my club, right?
Well,
and the fact that Ten Hag is gone. That's all I care.
That's
about.
what I'm saying. You're writing on that.
Had you put Rude there, had you put whoever, it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Right?
It's the same thing that happened to all. You write on the honeymoon.
No, I just don't care. He's gone. The terrible guy is gone. That's it for me.
So the next 6 months, you don't care who's there.
No, I'm gonna watch the games. I'm interested. See,
so that's what I'm saying. You won't critique the guy
and
now.
I'm watching out of it because I care about my club. That's it. And he has to prove himself, and then we can have a different conversation.
And I will say it again. Now people are getting carried away about but Rude hasn't lost. With this, in fact, I will say we've played. Okay, I will say we've played almost the same way under Van Nistelrooy since Ten Hag left. It's just that we've been fortunate where luck was in our. Dalot missed an open goal. If he scores that goal, Ten Hag doesn't go. The next game when Ten Hag is gone, Casemiro scores a scorcher.
All of
in
them.
The same game, Bruno Fernandes scores a deflected free kick.
And also, if you look at the opposition, I mean, probably the toughest game you had is Chelsea. And even Chelsea now, but we didn't play well. It was a dead game.
And so also, Ten Hag also had one, I think, with 7-0 or something like that in the Carabao Cup. So Carabao Cup, we know, and Leicester is our banana, we know. So just in terms of, I think in terms of this period, bro, people shouldn't get carried away. And I can tell you, people are making the same mistake.
And the fact that you're putting us with Spurs in the same sentence.
No, I'm just making an example with the Spurs coach. The Spurs coach was nice. He won 10 games in a bounce. But now, if you call Spurs fans, can they say they are trusting him with the process now?
They finish me Spurs.
Because that's what we are making the reference to say. Look at Spurs. Spurs appointed the coach. They have a style of play. Where is the style of play now?
No, but
that's the second season.
So you see,
they're criticizing it.
No,
Now they're saying.
What is the highlight? Yo.
So it's how. So if you're a Spurs fan, now it's a matter of who is willing to give the coach more time. But not to say there's someone who's right and there's someone who's wrong.
No, but that's, you see what you're saying about the Spurs fan. It's partly what I'm saying.
It's every football fan.
Quite frankly, I don't care.
You're not a Spurs fan.
I only care when.
What don't you care about? Just explain.
About. Look, man. One thing you know about football.
Yeah.
New manager bounce is a thing. Right? And sure, we are happy. Our team is back to winning ways. You know? So I think that will be the flow. Right? But now with him, it's more difficult.
Who?
With Amorim.
I think it's the easiest. And
It depends.
I'm supporting you because it's what you said. If you find it at the lowest, how worse can you do if you found the team at 12?
There's no lower to go.
Yeah.
So it's probably the lowest.
No. Before the past few wins, the past few days, the 2 wins that we've gotten, or a win and a draw, I don't know. I really thought we were gonna be in the drop zone by December.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in terms of where the team
that's
is
not the lowest. I'm just gonna say we haven't been to the lowest.
Yeah, but
the lowest can still happen, and it depends on the manager whether he comes in and still wins games, or he's gonna try funny philosophy, or he does it at the same time. And I've seen his philosophy, and thinking about his philosophy, I don't see it. How you play a best
because you haven't seen it anywhere in general.
No, but with those players we have Max. Who would you put?
Well, you're saying the same thing. We say the same thing about Ten Hag.
It's a very risky approach. Like for me, Ten Hag had to go. Right, that one was a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
But the hiring of Amorim, for me, it's like firing Arteta, right, and hiring Enzo. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
just replacing
the same guy.
The same guy. It's the same guy
different name.
With a different name.
Different profile.
Different profile. You know, it's the same. Because if you hire Ten Hag, why would you hire Amorim? Because it's the same caliber of manager.
And now football fans want me to say I'm backing Amorim. They want to force me into backing him. He's not my manager.
I'm just happy.
But he's not the manager I want.
No, but I'm just saying I'm happy that.
And Ineos is forcing this because they know we love the club. I think, let's be honest, Max. That's what I'm saying. Who paid you?
Bro,
because that's not your manager of choice.
No.
So why do you have to back him?
Bro,
because you love the club.
Please hear me
out. He was not backing him. He was just explaining how football fans operate.
I'm just glad that you gents have actually come to, because that was my thinking. I wasn't saying Ten Hag is the guy. But I was saying, looking at the managers who are there, why don't you just give this man time? Because in any case, who are you going to hire if you fire him? Because the same thing is going to happen. You fire this guy, he's going to come and say, these players, I can't use them. He has already come out, Amorim, to say, I can't play him. He didn't necessarily say I can't play the system, but he said, I will sit with the players that I have if I need to play my system, which is exactly what Ten Hag said. He said, with Ajax, it was possible to play this style of football, but with these Manchester United players, I can't play it. It's the same thing that he said.
When now he has half of the Ajax players there.
I'm saying the same thing. I'm saying the same thing to say. When I said you must keep Ten Hag, it's exactly for this reason. I didn't see anyone who could eclipse him. It was just hiring a better him or the same profile.
Is Ruben him or? You're happy.
He's a bit Ten Hag. He's a bit Ten Hag. But for me, I don't see him. I don't see him as a problem. The problem that I see is the Manchester United fan base. Are they going to give him time if they didn't give Ten Hag time.
No.
Let's say he doesn't
I
even
think
win
we didn't
trophies.
give
That's
we
even
didn't
worse.
Give 10 at time.
Yeah?
You didn't give 10 at
You
time.
didn't give Ten Hag time.
No, you did.
Bro, every coach.
Brother, he was there for 2 years, 2.5 years.
Remember,
That's every other coach.
Remember, dog.
What's the basis of giving a coach time?
Manchester United, as I always say, is the Real Madrid of England.
Yeah.
If you
We
don't
don't have
win,
time.
we don't have
Okay.
time. Real Madrid, if you don't win 5 games in a row or 10 games, you gone.
You
Bro,
go.
but
There's a difference in levels with these clubs.
Nah, but
And I
Ten Hag-
hate that we've lost that.
Nah,
That's
but
what I'm
the
saying.
standards have dropped.
But hear me. But hear me out. Hear me out,
We are
gentlemen.
nice about this.
Hear me
thing.
out, gentlemen. If you're saying let's give him time, what's the context of give him time?
Give
Then-
who time?
No, I'm saying
Amorim.
Give
okay.
who time?
If I'm saying
Who
let's give him,
time?
if I'm saying let's give a manager time, me, I'm definitely saying let's give him more than at least 3 years. Out of all the managers
What?
after say Alex, the maximum time you can check is 2.5.
Not.
So if you're saying we gave 10 at time, who did you give time?
Say Alex, boy. We don't have 3. Modern football doesn't have 3 years.
You don't have 3 years.
But look at us now.
Guys, modern-
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's the
Look at
problem.
us now.
Look at us
That's-
now.
That's
That's
the
the
thing.
issue.
Look at us
Look
now.
at us now.
But I'm saying
They gave a manager 5 years. He's
No,
on 5, ne?
It's 5 now in
5,
November.
right?
5 now in November.
I think we're
Why
going-
is he given
I
that?
think we're going
Do you
around-
wanna see your team?
I think we're going
Okay.
around in circles,
Bro,
If
gonna ask you, in the next 5 years, let's say you give him 5 years,
Yeah.
and he delivers what Arsenal has delivered,
which is nothing, yes.
Exactly. Are you gonna be
are you
happy?
gonna be happy?
I won't be happy, but this is not the same case.
It is.
No, it's not the same case. Why? What
Bruh,
okay,
let me calculate this. We gave 10 at 2.5.
Just like any other coach, yes.
We give this guy 5 years, like you said.
I'm not saying
It
give-
means we spend 8 years with a community shield.
Bro, we've
and a
already
few
spent.
Carabaos.
Bro, we've already spent 10 years without a league. But what I'm
And
saying.
that's why I'm saying we don't have time.
Okay, wait. Let me ask this question. What was the basis of Arsenal giving Arteta time?
I don't care. Did
Okay.
you want Arteta
Okay,
when he came in?
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, but if you have to think
look at
about
what
it,
he said,
okay,
right?
but if you
Look
think
at what
about
he
it,
said.
if you think about it, what are the benefits of giving? What can you say that Arteta gave you?
Let me explain.
I would say a style of play. You
What
say
style
no.
of play now?
I would say no.
So let me tell you, boy.
You-
Football works in moments, boy. You don't get to be at the top for the longest time.
So when you're top, you must capitalize.
Exactly. When
Yeah.
you're at the top, you must capitalize. Hence why Manchester United under say Alex, they would be good for 3 to 4 years, and then they would fall off for 2 years, 3 years, and then would bring back the team because you don't get to play at the highest level for such a long time. So if you don't capitalize on those years that you're at the top, then it's problematic.
Bro,
You see me, firing Ten Hag, it was a good decision, but hiring Amorim is not a good decision.
Okay.
And I put it on the ownership. There's a lot of
That's what I'm
managers
saying.
out there.
That's what
There's
I'm saying.
Massimiliano Allegri. Allegri could have managed Manchester United and bring a league title with those players because he has proven that he can manage a big club as Juventus and win league titles, get to Champions League finals with Juventus. You could have hired him. There's a lot of guys that you could have hired who are proven winners to take that team to a Premier League winning. But now you firing Ten Hag and then you're hiring Amorim. What is he gonna do?
that was my thinking.
What is he gonna
But
do?
you see, Max, I'm saying I get your love for the club. I'm not fighting you, right? I get your love for the club, right? I'm gonna give an example with Arsenal. When Arteta came in, they were in shambles,
Yeah.
right? Arteta came in, they were not sure who's this Arteta guy, right?
But not really.
You know,
They
but
fired
Unai Emery.
Unai.
Unai, right? Actually,
Because
they
they didn't
were
know what
pissed.
they had.
They were pissed at that.
Fuck them.
Actually, no, they were happy. Actually, you see, that's the thing. They didn't know what they had in Unai.
Yeah.
So they were happy to say we got rid of the guy who made us lose this many. The final was it the final?
Now benched
Yeah.
Ozil.
Yeah, who benched Ozil. All of
No, he
these
didn't
things.
bench Ozil. Arteta is the one who benched Ozil.
Yeah,
It's Arteta.
Arteta is the one who cleaned out, boy.
Yeah.
So when he comes in, they're like, okay, that bad guy is gone. Now we focus, right? But and then the passion for the club comes back. So it's not about the coach sitting on the seat. It's about we just fired the guy who was taking the driver who was driving us down. Now it's about the club, and then this new guy has to prove himself. Otherwise, he must go. And then he started giving them hope and selling them hope. Well, he pissed them off before, but that was fine. The ownership was backing him to do it. I mean, when he sold Lacazette, Ozil, all of that, he cleaned house, right? Ten Hag couldn't even clean house.
Because
he tried. Let's leave it there. He did the best he could. He did the best.
Yeah.
So Amorim, for me, he doesn't have the balls to finish the cleanup job.
I think it's not up to him.
No, and that's what I'm saying. So the thing is, when you bring
up to him.
No, it's not.
He's the manager.
And I agree with him. You know why I say that?
Because
you know why I say that?
Even
There's not a lot of managers, proper managers, who are gonna sit and be controlled. Mourinho was not gonna say, I want to get rid of Rashford, and the club says no, you can't. He was saying, I want him gone, finish and clear.
No, but I think we're saying the different things now.
No, I don't think Amorim can do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's
that's my question.
No,
if we are fighting Ten Hag because the problem,
I think the board.
How do you think then the next coach is going
to Ten Hag firing?
Yeah.
We are happy with it.
Yeah.
All of us.
No,
you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm saying
for Peter Ten Hag now.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're focusing on after, and I'm focusing on that as well.
Yeah.
So to say after that, and I want to wrap this up and say, after that, I think we could have brought in a manager that was gonna finish the job of cleaning up house, a manager that had the balls to take the board on, our Ineos, and a manager we would have liked.
No, but
and I think in that, whether we like the manager or not, we would have seen him put results on the table.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't work like that. If you're Ineos, you don't go for a guy that is going to turn against you. For example, what City did with Pep, they knew that Pep wants full control. You can't say, I want to hire Mourinho as Ineos so that he can go against my decisions. I'm the one who's hiring you, and I'm hiring you on the basis that if I say Rashford is a no-go, you want...
No, but then you're agreeing with me.
Yeah.
To say then the football is gone. So, it's no longer about the fans.
So is United back? Is United back? That's the question.
Is United now that you back where?
Back to where they belong, to winning league titles, that's where they belong.
No, I think United is still a business. It's
I also think so, bro.
Ineos' page.
I also think
as
so.
one of their businesses. It's profit and loss.
So, just to conclude, bro, on this thing, I think I'm with you.
For Amorim, they're forcing him upon us because they know we love the club more than we're gonna say, actually screw this thing. Like, I'm not a Man United fan anymore.
Yeah, bro. From what I'm seeing,
think they're forcing Amorim on us.
I want to be
and showing us, and English media is doing an insane job of selling what Amorim is a proper manager.
Yeah, but they will turn against him soon. It shows that's the agenda that they've been given now.
When last did you see the media loving a manager like this?
Hey, I don't know, boy.
And I wouldn't say they love him, but what I can definitely tell you is that when Ten Hag came in, or he lost. I think he lost the first two games. Gary Neville and Carragher set him in front of the camera and said, "Tell us, what are your tactics? We don't trust. Do you think you can adapt here?" That's when I saw that the media already was against Ten Hag.
Yeah.
When he was coming in, I can't say the same thing about Amorim. Maybe it's because it's early days, but you'll remember that interview. 2 games in, I think he lost against Brighton. It was lost against Brighton. He had also lost another game. 2 games in, they set him down. Ten Hag 2 games into the Premier League to say, what are your tactics? In the same breath, we had managers like Lampard who were horrible. They never set them down to say, what's happening with Chelsea? Chelsea's horrible. So,
and if you listen now, they're quiet about Postecoglou. But
Yeah.
actually, and no one cares about Spurs, bro. Like, actually, let's just leave it.
yeah, but just to conclude on the United thing, bro. I think
I'm backing the manager.
No, I think I'm with you, and I'm glad that you are.
How you're backing the manager now?
You have to.
That's the thing. Like, they're forcing him on.
He's saying it's the wrong appointment, but he's saying he's backing him.
I have to. I love the club more than I love the manager.
No, you're not. If you don't like the person, why should you back him?
No, the thing is, if he fails, we fail.
You must say it.
No,
just
but
like
you must say, listen.
I've said it. It's not like
why are you backing him?
No,
if
I want
you're backing
he's
him.
here. He's all I got.
Listen, if you back
not all
listen,
God,
boy,
we need to equip him to the best of.
If you back him, right, it means you're agreeing with whatever the club is doing.
I'm complicit, sure,
but you're not supposed to. You're a fan. If as a fan you're not happy about something, you must voice it out. If you're not happy about Amorim's appointment, you must just say you're not happy. Don't this bullshit of saying
I'm
not happy.
You're hiding things. Even Tenak, you said, I don't want Tenak, but I'm backing him. So what are you?
Exactly.
Tenak, I wanted him, boy. Tenak was my manager.
Let's go around his second.
No, but Amorim, guys, for me, I'm going to give him a chance because I love my club. Right.
Me, I have nothing against him. I'm waiting to see what he can bring to the club. But in terms of the changes in the club, if I look at it, I'm trying to be neutral. It's difficult as a fan, but I don't see that we're at the end of the tunnel. If I look at how things have went, Ineos have decided to give Ten Hag, after what people thought was a terrible season, and myself as well thought was a terrible season, we're just saved by a Carabao Cup at the end. I think making a decision to keep him and then signing players for him, and then 2 months in you fire him, only for you to hire a manager that's like his same profile in the season. I don't think that's showing that
ambition.
The board has changed.
Yeah, it doesn't show ambition.
We're doing the same thing, expecting different results.
Basically, you know what they're doing? They're trying to keep the fans quiet.
Definitely.
That's the only thing that
they have no plan, because if they had a plan, they were going to say, we hear you're complaining about Ten Hag, but you don't have a replacement now, or we trust him, we gave him a contract, we're going to let him run throughout the season. But they are listening to the fans.
But which is a good thing. I mean,
but you can't also listen to the fans blind. It's like Kaizer Chiefs fans saying, you must sign this guy, he runs at Amazon, then you sign him, then he fails. So how long are you going to listen to the fans? Because you are the club, you're supposed to have a strategy to say, this we hear you, but this guy, we just gave him a new contract. Just like how Arsenal did with Arteta. It may work out, it may not work out. But if you are saying, as management, you are backing Arteta, you must back him fully. Whether fans, if it works out, the fans that didn't like him, they are going to bench. Just like some of them, you could see that maybe they were not 100% right, but they saw something. With Ten Hag, you assess him. When fans want him out, you give him a contract. 2 months in, you fire him, and then you hire someone that looks like him. That guy also wants to sign players. And that's what I'm saying.
Give his players a come up.
United,
you'll see.
It's the same thing. They say Ten Hag is out of his depth. He wants to sign all of his Ajax. But if you look at United fans now, they are the ones. It's not even the manager. The manager hasn't said anything. They are pointing out every sporting player to say, we want Gyökeres, we want the full back, we want the midfield. So now is it fine for a manager to go and coach a team? Is it fine?
No, you know why?
It's just who we are. Now we want the players.
It's because
delusion.
I think we buy the club. He plays with the system, and that's what I need. I need us.
Next year December, I'm going to say, this guy is signing his former players. What's happening?
I said he must not try that back three shit in Man United. He must not do it.
Now, personally,
not with De Ligt, Martinez, Johnny Evans and Maguire, boy.
Now I think the best.
Nah, we don't even have fullbacks.
No,
he must not try that thing.
We're false back. I love Dalot, but Dalot is a weakness, gentlemen.
No, but the thing is if you're hiring.
No, he must come with new techniques.
Listen.
That's three.
No,
that's back three.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, he's played with a back three. It's like saying hiring Xavi Alonso and then telling him he must change his system.
Or hiring Coote and say he must play back four.
It's criminal. It's football criminality.
What do you want? Because you're hiring the manager. And I, for one, I was glad when he said I don't want Ruud in my technical team.
Yeah.
Because Ruud was part of the problem. He didn't say anything to Ten Hag. And the fact that the players are vouching.
He didn't want to be rude, boy. Think of it.
And the fact that the players are vouching for the manager to stay, it means some of them have built that relationship, so they know that I can play very badly. Someone is going to vouch for me to say he's a good block, and that's what's wrong with Manchester United.
And actually, someone is in expressions. He said that's exactly what's wrong with with poster glue. He comes in and he does more defending of the players than the players do actual defending on the pitch. But now, gentlemen, let's go on to you as a manager there in FPL. I see you're cooking.
Nah, I think let's carry it. We still have time.
This
international break. The rain is coming, so we'll talk about the FPL. But big thing on the FPL is the winner for last season. He's here, and he's still going to get his shirt. So just wait out for that. And I'm not sure what's happening with Mr. Westrud in the FPL. Who knows?
I think his second battle.
He's dropping faster than COVID. This point, the rate is dropping.
I told you, yours falsely. Yours falsely, man.
No, he must come and explain himself what's going on there.
But yeah, gentlemen, I think we need to wrap it up now. Hugo Plus said if he loses both games in the qualifiers, AFCON qualifiers, he's going to be on the first flight to Belgium.
Yeah, but he should though. You can't be losing against those teams. And he you know, also with him, right? How can you say you are bronze medalist to the thingy, and then you saying if we lose to those teams, then I'm gone. By you saying you are bronze medalist, you are clearly saying that you are better than those teams.
Yeah.
So you must beat them. You must beat them, those teams.
It's like Ribeiro saying I would like to play for if he was to be called out for Bafana, he would clearly accept. Well, that's not what he said exactly, but that was the message, right?
Yeah.
And then I was asking myself, what is this saying? But then a few days later, it did come to clarify somewhere to say, yeah, if you look at the level of the Brazilian players, I won't make it there.
Yeah.
Because that was my question to say, bro. So I understand. He knows that he has a chance in Bafana.
Mm.
But if you look at the Brazilian
but that's
players,
actually this is the Bafana squad.
but really, bro,
it's the reality.
It's the reality. There's no one who's better than him.
Yeah.
He's the best player in there. I would say the best players, and I think we've had this conversation. The best players for me, you'll attack me. The best players that we have I'll mention three. It's the first one is Ribeiro. The second one, I would say, is Tebo Komukoena. The third one is Allende. For me,
in the PSL,
in
currently.
the PSL, yeah.
I have a different perspective.
Cocomelon football.
He does know Cocomelon football.
Yeah, I understand. You have to put Mfokeng there.
For me, right, I think, okay, in terms of Ribeiro is a good player. I mean, he's a quality player. I like him a lot.
Okay, sorry, before you go on, just in terms, also consider the context that you're talking about, because you're talking about Bafana. So we're talking about if you have a number, is there not a player who can displace him that we have for the same position?
No, he can. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, he's a better player than Maswanganyi, for instance.
Who?
Ribeiro.
And they play in the same position though?
Yeah, remember Umaswanganyi is a 10, Ribeiro is a 10 as well. So he's better than Umaswanganyi. Yeah. And I think in that Bafana team, apart from Mutemba Zwane, Umaswanganyi is I mean, it's the only number 10 that we have currently who can replace Mutemba Zwane. So if you're saying in that position, he's better than Utito, you know. But in terms of best players in the league,
who's your best players in the league before you go?
Relem Fukeng.
2.
Ribeiro. Then 3, probably Maswanganyi for me.
Okay, it's fine. You're Pirates.
But I have evidence to back that up. Why I'm saying Let's come on that boy.
Let's go. I think we should wrap it up, Chinchin. What do you want to say before you go?
In closing.
Yeah, in closing, Chins. It was a good one. I think you've said it. It's very good to be here. Appreciate it and appreciate life in general. And talking about football is therapy. We like it. We can do this thing up until 4 a.m. We can.
Absolutely.
Effortless. It's effortless.
Virala, what's going on, Chief?
I'm tired, bro.
No, you can't do it up until 4 a.m. Deza is tired.
Useless bitch. Useless bitch.
At least some of us still have jobs, guys. Tenag is out of a job, bro.
And I saw he went to watch Ajax, then they lost.
But obviously, he has to go see them. He just made them. I saw this post saying
he made them 136M.
He made them 160M or something like that. Obvious, boy. He has to go watch
but
them.
me, I would take Ten Hag and Arsenal, boy. This trophy. You?
I can't.
Wherever he goes, he needs trophies, bro.
So you know the importance of trophies now, bro.
No, but I've been saying though. You remember I did say.
No, but I did say, bro.
Like you see, for me,
Arsenal
I don't
are
care.
down
But
bad.
I don't care. Listen, I don't care where we finish in the league if you're not winning it. If you're not gonna win the league, why
Doesn't matter, bro.
why do you care if you finish 4th or 10th if you're not winning the league?
Nah, it's
so, but
contrary.
trophies, there's something that you show that okay, yeah, this is what I have from the season.
In the
you
same
know?
note, title contenders Arsenal are only 4 points away from a struggling Manchester United. So
consider the same goals, or even more actually currently. as Man United.
So at
We
this
scored-
point,
we scored less goals than Chelsea.
they are closer to Manchester United than they are to where they want to be top of the league. So and in the history of the Premier League, no one has overturned a 9 points deficit to go on and win it.
Yeah. But
Good
no,
luck to
man.
United.
In closing, shout out Nottingham Forest. They're title contenders as well. I wouldn't want to be a title contender.
Those are the real champions of Europe. Some of us here will never get to sing that.
You'll never sing that.
You can't.
You'll never sing that.
Now let's go.
But now, dog, shout out to Scott McTominay. I miss him, dog.
He's mid.
But now, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you and Scott McTominay?
He's mid.
He's always.
He's mid. All these players you say we don't want, they go there.
He's a true representation of.
Okay,
his
so now
football
do you want
knowledge as
Antonio
well.
Lang because performing at
Nottingham Forest?
No,
'Cause it's his level.
He's a Forest level player, boy. But also, we've just hired a Forest and Sporting level coach. So get fun.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mistake.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.